Passive characters do nothing in a film to solve their problem or their dilemma. And because they do nothing to solve their problem or dilemma, such a character can't drive your plot or your story. In order to drive your plot and your story, a character needs to realize that he or she has a problem, and they need to find answers or solutions to that problem. And even if they don't want to, the problem must be to such an extent that it forces them to look for solutions to solve that problem. And to solve that problem, your character needs to look actively for solutions. The motivation behind a character's actions can be anything at all, but it must be believable. And the actions of the character due to that motivation must also be believable. To succeed in creating a believable motivation behind a character that leads to believable actions on the part of the character comes down to how strong that motivation is. As far as characters are concerned, motivation can be twofold: inner motivation and outer motivation. And that brings up the question as to what is the most important. That which is the most important depends on what the consequences to the character or characters would be, the most dire consequences. When you look at the film Die Hard, at first John McClane boarded the plane because he needed to speak to his wife because he was afraid that his wife would leave him. And he didn't want his wife to leave him because he needed his wife in his life. Then later on in the film, John's motivation changed as terrorists took over the building in which his wife was working, and they were threatening his wife's life. Now, when you look at John McClane, and the first reason why he went to see his wife, which was to speak to his wife because he was afraid that he would lose her. And John McClane did not want to lose his wife because he loved her and he had a need to have her in his life. But that need changed as his motivation changed. At first, his motivation was to save his marriage and to keep his wife in his life. But when the terrorists took over that building and threatened his wife's life, he still had that fear inside him of losing his wife. But now that fear was heightened. And because he did not want to lose his wife, he did not want anything to happen to her. So that is his internal motivation. But his internal motivation did not drive him into action. It aided his external motivation because it gave a believable reason to the audience as to what John McClane did later in that film. When the terrorists took over his building, his outer motivation sprang into action because he knew that they might kill everybody in that building if things should go wrong for them. Or they might kill anybody in that building anyhow so that they could not be identified by anyone. That threat that his wife might be killed drove John McClane into action. That action was the desire to save his wife's life. So the outer motivation did not come from John himself, but it was a fear that was created by the terrorists when they took over that building. So outer motivation comes from what the character feels inside himself, his emotional state, and the threat from outside, whether it is towards the character himself or towards someone that the character cares for. So let me say it again. Characters have inner motivation and outer motivation. Inner motivation comes from the needs and wants of the character, him or herself. Outer motivation comes from the threat that someone else or something brings to the character, or when that something or someone threatens someone close to the character. Or if the character is, for example, a detective who's investigating a case where someone has murdered someone and that person need to be found. In other words, it's the character's job to find that murderer. So outer motivation can be any believable reason that forced that character to go into action to solve that story, that problem. The motivations of the character behind the character's actions must be equal to that action. Let me use another example. If a child would steal some fruit from a vendor on a pavement, and that vendor takes out his gun and kills the child, what would you as an audience member think? Would the actions of that fruit vendor be acceptable to you as an audience member?